Perfect.
Oh, what? Mm-hmm.
Boy, say that.
Yeah, hey.
They get us every week.
Welcome back and happy Friday. It is the Queens of Boxing Talk plus our awesome friend Janae, Lady J. How y'all doing this weekend? It's fight weekend finally. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yay.
We made it. Was this not the longest fight freaking white build up? Golly, where did all the boxing go?
Man, it's been so dry. It has been so dry.
Listen, this has been a struggle and it's been real. Like, I ain't never been this long without no real good fights. Like, and they always be saying they got boxing on every week. I didn't like the boxing they was showing.
I tried to watch some of the stuff. Did you try to watch some of the stuff that was on? I couldn't.
And I was like, this kind of beneath me, baby. Big Mama like real fights. I don't know what this is.
Janae, did you watch any of the B-level fights that were on?
I'll be honest with you. I got turned every way but loose at work this week. So I wasn't watching nothing. I was watching the back of my eyelids.
Well, I wish I could have watched the back of my eyelids. Before we get into this fight card that we finally are getting, adulting has been beating me up this weekend. Y'all, I've been in here sweating for like 2-3 days. My AC was acting a fool, and I could not get anybody out here until finally today. So your girl been taking, friend, I know you said in the summertime you got to take how many showers?
You got a 2-bathe in the summer. You heard me? You got a 2-bathe.
Baby, I've been 3 and 4 bathing because it's been hot. I want to be a kid again. If anybody could tell me where to find that Zoltan little machine, carnival machine that was on bid that can like turn you back into a 9-year-old, let me know. I'm tired of adulting. I don't want to do it no more. I want to be a kid again. Please and thank you. Email me if you can find the machine. Thanks. Anyway, so
when you
ladies,
done with it, come get me or make sure you invite me over. We're gonna go at the same time.
Baby, it's been a week. Do you hear me? It's been a week, and then the weekend is about to be long because we've had a drought, but they pulling out all the stops this weekend. Not only do we have the Vegas fight Sunday morning, because I feel like the excitement from the Vegas fight is probably going to prevent me from getting some good sleep that I want to get. And I'm going to probably try to go to sleep. I probably won't be winding down to about 2, 3. I'm a fan of Inoue, so I'm going to be right back up watching him live on Sunday morning.
Holy crap, that's Sunday already?
Sunday morning.
Oh, man, where'd the time go?
Nobody's been talking about this fight. I'm just now starting to see people talk about it this week, kind of. Shame on Top Rank for waiting till yesterday, I want to believe, to finally give us the location to watch it. And if you guys don't know, you can watch it for free on the Top Rank Facebook page. Okay, you can watch if you're up. You go to Sunday school. You a Sunday school teacher? Get up early. Get on your Facebook page. Go to the top ranked page on Facebook, and you can watch the Inoue and MJ fight for
They
free.
will just put it on YouTube. Facebook is for the elderly like myself.
Now listen, somebody may stream it to YouTube. I don't know. But as of right now, for sure, it's on the top ranked Facebook page. Okay. So yeah. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Y'all know the routine. On your way in, please hit the like button. And you guys, guess what? We finally got over the 5K hump. Woohoo!
Okay, because Lord have mercy, did it take us 15 years to get there? Golly.
Finally got over the 5K hump, y'all. Thank y'all so much. So please
put
do us
on my name, because listen, this is what I feel. I feel like we're a little bit famous now, friend. Y'all, I don't know y'all no more. 500.
You can't get like that on 5K. I thought you was gonna get like that on 10.
Oh no.
Oh, 5K? You don't know them? Okay.
It starts today. And Phenomenal Mexican, the first person I don't know. I can't wait to ignore him like I ain't never seen him before.
Oh, okay. Well, we're at 5K, guys. Do us a favor. Please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Okay. I figure we'll get probably a couple of new people because it's such a big fight weekend. And I do want to let y'all know Facebook has this new feature, which I think is the reason why it's causing like the algorithm to go a little crazy and reset. But they have this thing called Hype Me Up. So I need all of y'all to hit that hype me up button and hype up our video so that we can get more viewership over here. Okay. Go on and scroll down. Look down there. It says hype me up. I need y'all to hype us up. Okay. If you like the content, hype us up. Okay. Now, I see y'all coming in the room. What's going down? Let me see. Who was the first in the room? The messenger. Yes, the messenger 215. How you doing? Shogun 76 is here. Mike Mose is here. Mo 2013 is in the house. How you doing? Hey, Keisha Sellers, girl. Hey, how are you? What's going down, King Corleone? Girl dad cooking up deliciousness. You be cooking? Is that what you be doing, girl dad? Listen, in my little cup, I have, what's this drink called, friend?
A cup water, y'all. Nick, look at her. She over there.
Do you see me getting moist?
Yeah, friend. I tried to tell you earlier today. I did not tell you to hear me talk about that cup water, what it did to me.
Yeah, I'm moist. Do you see my
Baby,
face getting wet over
listen,
here?
that cup water got 9,000 types of liquor in it. That's not no average drink, friend.
Oh my.
Cut water is I don't know, friend.
Need the cut water about to cut your ass.
I'm telling
You don't
Baby,
know what
it's
they got a
doing
hold
enough
to
to
you.
me.
She didn't start sweating, dog. I'm fucking screaming. We've been on this bit 8 minutes and 43 seconds.
Look at what I'm doing. Listen, the cold water along with the natural changes, baby, it's taking me down.
I tried to tell you, friend, that cut water ain't no joke, dog.
About to
Let
get
me
a
get
hold
my
to you.
water.
I'm gonna say, go ahead and get you some water, baby. You gonna need it. You gonna need it.
I'm gonna put him down until I get off the air, because baby, I got
cut water is MD 2020 with a shot of 2 shots of Hennessy in it, friend, and not just any kind of Hennessy. The white Hennessy, the strong one. That's what cut water is.
Woo, deliver me, because okay. All right. Y'all pray for me. Hey, Shakila Fields, how you doing? Tevin Smith is in the house. Hey, Specs, what's going down? Phenomenal Mexican. Boxing and barbecue, sticks and jabs. How you doing? What's going down, Bo Rice? Who else is in the house? Hey, Herb Winston, he's here. Bionic Prince is here. What else? King Corleone, I think I said you. Flashy boy, thank you so much for the $1.99. He says, if you sick with your cameras off, go to sleep. Uh-oh.
Okay, first off, listen, let me tell you. I had a little incident. Um, and so my camera is off for a reason this week, and it's probably gonna be off Sunday too, because by Sunday, I'm be real bad by Sunday. So yeah, it's gonna be off for a while. Y'all not gonna see me for maybe about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna keep it a book with y'all. My voice gonna be here though, but that's about all y'all gonna be able to get from me for a couple of weeks. I love y'all though. When it's all over with, I'll explain because I'm gonna have to tell y'all about yourselves as parents.
We gonna talk about it.
We go. Oh yeah. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Okay. Well, the PhD, I see you in here. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Who else we got in here? Let's see. Hey, Greg Hackett in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I feel so honored. Who else we got in here? Let's see. Who is this? Marmar LaFleur. Yeah, listen, I need my fan with Martin Luther the King on the. Yeah, I look flushed. There's a lot going on. Y'all pray for me. Whew. Joey T, what's going on? Y'all quit playing with me. Light skin business is in the house. All right, listen, we about to get down to it. Hey, Chris Burrell, how you doing? Oh, really, Chris Burrell? We carried EJ, but we not carrying Nello. Oh.
Y'all come on with that Canelo slander. I'm still sitting over here now.
Can't wait to hear your thoughts on this because you have flip-flopped, friend. Before we get to the main event, let's get on down to it. I want to start because we ain't going to do this whole card. But I do want to start with what is going to be a rematch. Okay. Sergey Boachuk is fighting Brandon Adams. And it is a rematch, you guys. I don't know if y'all know this. Brandon Adams ended up knocking Boachuk out at the very end of that fight. Boachuk was winning that fight really well, and he got caught slipping. And when he got caught, he got caught. Now, if y'all don't know who Brandon Adams is, that's the fella that's been up there in that gray wig all week. He's, I guess, trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do, have personality because Boachuk called him old. He's 36, so he put that wig on and he's playing the part of the old man. What y'all got on that fight? What you got on that fight, friend? Janae, go ahead.
Go ahead, Janae.
You know, I hate to say it.
Oh.
I don't want to be the one.
Uh-oh.
But I think we get the same result.
Really?
Yeah, I really do. Boachuk is coming off an injury, correct?
Now that I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he was injured, which is why we haven't seen him.
Well, he's had a fight since. I think he's had a fight since that injury, if I'm not mistaken.
Fight since then. He has.
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah, he's had a fight since that injury. He had a fight in his home country, I want to say, or something like that.
Yeah, no.
No,
and you know, this is one of them fights, you know, like it's kind of like which we say this all the time. Sometimes when somebody the thing too is Brandon's already knocked him down. So he knows what he has to do to make that happen. You know, we've also seen Boachuk fight Virgil. He started out looking spectacular, but as soon as Virgil made those adjustments, he started looking regular. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he fought Fox. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and he looked regular as hell. He didn't look like the guy that we all thought was going to be this like crazy contender at 54. You know, he gave Crawford a good fight. Virgil made him look normal, and so did Fox. And then you're fighting somebody who's already knocked you out before. They got the recipe, they got the sauce, they got the game plan. I wouldn't be shocked if we see a repeat.
So you going with Brandon Adams?
I'm taking Brandon Adams. I want to keep shaking it up at 54, you know?
He didn't fight. He didn't fight Bud though, did he? Boachuk didn't fight Bud, did he?
Who am I thinking
Nah,
of?
that was
You thinking of
Madrigal.
Madrimal?
Oh, bad. See, I'm getting them all confused. You know, they all
Yeah,
from
yeah.
that side of the world. I'm getting them confused, child.
You quit mixing up my Eastern European brethren, please.
You look at her. She finna get defensive. You know, she likes them folks from across the
No,
water.
you know,
I
I don't
got
know.
friends on the other side. Ain't that what they said in Prison of the Proud? Because I
Friend,
got friends on the other side. That's Nick ass. Nick got friends on the other side.
who you got, Boxiana?
I'm going with Boachuk just because I feel like spicing up somebody's life. Everybody needs to be a different of opinion tonight. So I'm going with Bo because he needs to get his revenge back. So yeah, I know my friend is going with her friends on the other side.
I sure am. I think he was winning that fight handily, and he just got caught slipping at the very end of the fight, last round of the fight. He was whooping on Brandon Adams, and Brandon Adams, I want to say that was maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. I don't necessarily know that Brandon Adams has gotten any better. He fought Charlo and gave him a good fight, but he still lost. So the only thing that I can see is maybe Boachuk, because he did take he took some punches when he lost to Virgil. But that fight to me was questionable. And I like Virgil. Nevertheless, I'm going with Boachuk. I think he rights his wrong and gets back in the conversation at 154. So, and I believe they are going to be the main card on the undercard, if I'm not mistaken. But let's get to the last 3 fights on the main event card. Okay, let's start with the young men, Callum Walsh and Fernando Vargas Jr. I can't wait to hear what y'all think about this fight because I think this. Go ahead, Janae. What do you think about this fight? And keep in mind, you guys, everybody made weight. And there were no like major issues about weight, so we don't have to go into that. But who do you think is winning that fight? Tell me why.
You know, they got the wrong Vargas brother fighting. But nonetheless, this is the one that we got. So this is what we're going to go with. Honestly, I don't know who wins that fight. Junior is not his younger brother by no stretch of the imagination. Callum Walsh. Lord, Nick, I've been drinking what you drinking. I can't get it right tonight. I know I can't get it together today. I'm telling y'all, turn me every way but loose this week. I'm not familiar with his game, but he's from the UK, and we know they usually can't really get down with Americans like that. So I guess
he's from Ireland. He's Irish.
Get right. Get right. You might want to get right. Because I'm going to come through with the app card and do. Get right.
Well, Irish versus Mexico. Guess I'm pick the Mexican. We'll go with Junior.
Okay. Frank,
I mean, that one is kind of like we gotta watch it. I'm not enthused by it.
Well,
I think that's gonna actually probably be the most entertaining fight.
Julia ain't Emiliano. Let's get that straight. First off, firstly, and since I said tonight is gonna be full of chaos and drama, I'm going with the Irishman. Um, and I don't think that Junior will get stopped, so I'm gonna go with the Irishman with a really tough decision tomorrow.
Okay.
Because y'all be sleeping on the Irishmen. Them Irishmen and they not UK men. The Irishmen are really like my friends Eastern Europeans because before Josh Taylor, girl, listen, you need to come on and get down to it because Josh Taylor was the original bar fighter. A lot of people forgot what I used to say about Josh Taylor. That Irishman is exactly who he thought he was until he wasn't anymore.
Is Josh Irish?
Yes, he is.
Josh was Scottish.
Easy.
Yeah.
They all the same. Anyways,
We getting them mixed up.
everybody,
They're
so,
close. It's close. Ireland is
yeah,
close to Scotland, but Josh is Scottish.
everybody
Remember,
got
he used to wear the
look.
skirt.
I'm finna say everybody wear a skirt over there. That's how I know they all related. They wear a skirt, and Roddy Piper wore a skirt, and that's how I came. That's how I relate everybody together. Roddy Piper. They all related to Roddy Piper. Okay, so if you wore a skirt, y'all cousins. Irish and Scottish is cousins. 2 + 2 is 7. Here we are, you guys.
Jed, thank you so much. Jed came through to clarify. Jed said Boxiana is right. Taylor is Scottish, but he's still Celtic. There you go. There you go.
Boom. See,
There you
y'all.
go.
I don't even know what that means, if I had to be honest. I don't care if he's a Celtic. I don't care if he's a Clover.
All I'm telling you is them Irish are different. They really are. They not you Caymans. You Cayman different. Sonny the only different you Cayman of like small weight. But the Caymans, they tend to have a softer side to them. Them Irishmen are bar fighters. They like Mexicans. They get drunk and fight. That's what they do. So I'm going with the Irishman tomorrow because Junior just he ain't pulling on my coattail.
Well, I have to agree with my friend Boxiana. I believe though that Junior finna get knocked out. I don't know if y'all have watched him fight, but I have. He knocked his last opponent out, but Junior looks like dumpster juice, in my opinion, compared to his brother. He is not very skilled. He started boxing at 17. He likes the glitz and the glamour of boxing, but he has not been boxing long enough, in my opinion. How he got this spot on this card, I have no idea. Okay, I stopped questioning the cards, the order of the cards, the fights in the cards when it's a Riyadh season card, because they put everybody everywhere. They jumble up people everywhere. How they got to be the co-main event, I don't know. I stopped asking the questions. But that fight, to me, Fernando Vargas Jr. is gonna be, he getting beat up. Okay, he gonna get beat up tomorrow, in my opinion. So I don't know. Callum, a lot of people feel like Callum has been, I want to say Callum is related to Dana White. He's definitely being pushed and moved by Dana White. So a lot of people are not that high on Callum. And I'm not saying Callum is a world beater or nothing like that, but I feel like he finna beat the dog shit out of Fernando. So we shall see. Yeah, Fernando, he is horrible. He is trash ass. It's the reason why y'all haven't seen him, because he be on them little old itty bitty cards in the industry in California, in industry city in California. Them little old what's that man name with the eye? Little old bitty. Who had the eye surgery?
Who?
What's his name? They be doing the fights. They be calling the fights for PBC.
Oh, that one with the glass eye. He got the
yeah. He be on his card.
Sergio Mora.
Not Sergio. No, not Sergio. Abner. Abner
Mares.
He be on them little Abner Mares cards in the industry city. Yeah. And that's all he gonna be on. Him and his other little brother with the curly hair. Yeah, that's where they need to be in them celebrity them kind of fights. Them yeah, that over there with do that. He finna get beat up tomorrow. Anyway, that's who I'm going with. He may prove me wrong, but I think not. He's there strictly on the name, in my opinion.
Wait,
so,
but why before you go past the name, did y'all see Sean and Dana have the beef of a lifetime? Baby, let me tell you one thing about Sean. Sean said, "Hold my beer." Shaggy dude to the rescue, baby. Shaggy dude to the rescue. Sean stood on business with 2 feet, friend. Holy ball.
Sean toes was gripping the concrete. Do you hear me? Sean says, say, come here. You. I want to talk to you, not the boxers. I don't even want to talk to the boxers. I want to talk to you. Tell me this. Riddle me this. Baby, Dana ain't stuttered so much. He tried his best to weasel out of that shit. He tried his best. Sean said, yeah, no. Do you have any questions for the boxers? No. I'm talking to you, sir. You. How much I bet he get this? He don't get that sit down with Dana.
Oh, he's never getting one again.
Listen, he put it out
He'll
there.
Get one before he get one.
But that's gonna make him seem even more of a snake because he said it in front of everybody to see. This needs to be a one-on-one interview. So the public is waiting on the one-on-one interview. The public is waiting for your answer, sir. Don't think we're gonna forget. We're not gonna let you sweep this one under the rug. We want the answers to the questions, Dana. Okay? Because I can't wait to finish up this prediction, and I want to talk about the actual events. Anyway, shout out to Sean Zattel. Loved the question and the manner in which you asked. So we have 2 for Boachuk, 1 for Brandon. Let's get to this one because this card, this fight might steal the show. We got Christian and Billy from Canada versus Lester Martinez from Guatemala. Now, I want to know if you guys in the chat and the ladies on the panel.
Cocaine running through the closet. Cocaine coming. Oh, man, don't make me pull that Robert Thicke out. Robert Thicke said cocaine. It's everywhere. He can't live without it. Lester can't either, apparently. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Cocaine coming out the closet.
So if you guys didn't know, there was some gossip circulating around that one of the fighters on this week's card had tested positive for narcotic substance cocaine, but they were going to still be allowed to fight. And there has been no confirmation, but the rumor is it was Lester. That's what the rumor was. I don't know.
Okay.
And for those of you guys who don't know, Lester has been the training partner of one Bud Crawford for this camp. He's been one of Bud Crawford's main sparring partners. He also fights at 168 pounds. So we have the champion Christian and Billy. Is he an interim champion or something like that? Because he wants his shot at Canelo also, going against Lester Martinez. Janae, who do you have winning that fight? How? Why?
Well, if the cocaine bear is allowed to get in the ring, that's who I'm gonna go with. I actually really like Lester. Lester was on a pro box card here in recent history, and we got to see him. And knowing that he's in camp with Bud, that says a lot too, because Bud is very sharp. Bud's a good sparring partner. Bud's a good someone to learn from. They have great coaches in that gym. So I'm gonna go with Lester. Now, if I had to be outrageous, I would go by way of TKO. Yeah, Lester can crack, from what I hear. And he's not Canelo, but he kind of mimics like his style, and he kind of mimics his style. So that's who I'm gonna go with. By way of TKO.
You muted, friend. Unmute yourself.
How you got this fight going, friend?
Well, as my friend said, I'm also going with Cocaine Bear. I feel like Cocaine Bear is going to go in there and do what he does. Cause like Janae said, Lester can really fight. For real, for real. So I think in Billy is a bunch of muscle. I think that muscle is going to cause him to not be able to do what he need to do. Like like if you have you did y'all see him training? Buddy is a physical specimen. You hear me? Like all the way. I don't know what his feet look like, but as long as he don't have what's that boy name? Rye Holman. Is that his name? I don't know what his name is. I can't think of it right now. But his feet is messed up. As long as he ain't got them kind of feet, he all right. He down. He's man safe. But no, I don't think that's gonna help him. I don't think it's really that good. So I'm going with Cocaine Bear tomorrow, and hopefully it turns out great.
Okay. Well, I'm going against the grain. I'm going with Christian and Billy and that jacked up fade. Listen, anybody that got a fade like that ain't really never traded like a chili bowl, he don't put no product on his hair. It be dry and rugged. Listen, you're not finna beat him. You're not gonna beat him, not in my opinion. I have to be honest with you guys though. I have not seen a lot of footage on Lester Martinez, but I will say I will figure that, like Janae said, being in that gym with Bud and his trainers, he is trained by Boachuk as well. I'm sure he's getting very, very good training, very good sparring. But I got him Billy, baby. And Billy is not playing with y'all. He is a pressure fighter. And you're going to have to knock him out. You're going to have to knock him out. You're going to have to knock him down. And I don't know if Lester going to be able to do that. And Billy is very comfortable up there. He been walking through folks, whooping ass and taking names. And he is not, in my opinion, about to get on this big stage and lay no egg. I just don't think he is. He might, but I don't think so. I'm going with him. Billy, I like him. He's the champion. And if the rumors are true and you got cocaine in your system, you ain't focused. And if that is true, I don't want nobody else talking to me ever again about my guy, David Benavidez, getting stripped from his real belt because he tested positive for cocaine. I don't want to hear it. Shut the fuck up talking to me, okay? Because he's still getting a chance to fight on this big card. If that is the truth, he needs to sit his ass down. He shouldn't even be fighting, okay? So I'm going with Christian and Billy by knockout round 8.
Whoa, that's crazy, Nick.
I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying. That's what I get.
And Billy is a Frenchman, ain't he?
He's Canadian.
Yeah.
He's a UK.
In other
words, he's a UK man. That's exactly what he is.
He is not French. He is a Canadian.
Canadian and UK men is the same.
Friend. He's more
I
American
looked it up.
than he is UK man.
He's the WBC interim champ.
He's not.
Yeah, he's the interim champ.
He's a UK man before he is American. He don't get an edge up. His edge up looks like the UK men's. He's a UK man, friend.
I mean, I can't fight you on that point. The hairline, the hair says
hairline.
The hair says black UK man. Yes,
exactly.
Yeah,
so
it does.
That's what we're going with. We're going with you are a UK man, and that's that.
I can't fight
and
you.
He loses like a UK man too. Don't leave that off.
No, he not. He ain't never been like he never lost.
He just lost to Canelo Bookie Butt.
Friend, he ain't fought Canelo.
And Billy?
He wants Canelo.
No, friend.
Why? Okay,
friend, that's the other one.
I got him confused with Skull. My bad.
Yes, that's the one. Remember, I was like, close enough, boy. And they tore me up on Twitter for days about it.
Yeah, my bad. They look the same to me. Yeah, you came in. They all listen. They look no different. They all look the same to me.
I want you to take your medicine, okay?
Maybe
we've been cutting up tonight. This is bad. We don't know who is who. Okay,
it's been a long week, y'all. Please bear with us, please.
I'm concussed.
Yeah, she.
Close enough.
Close
Why
enough.
you didn't do it?
Just believe us when we say our friend has had a long week. Okay.
He here, damn you came in, and y'all I'll argue alone because he got that same hair as a black UK man. I'm not arguing with y'all. I don't care if he Canadian. He's a UK man. They are equal. They the same. He go did who he lose to, friend?
He has not lost to anybody.
He hasn't lost friends. You getting
I
it
feel
was
like
William
he lost
Skull.
to somebody.
No, friend.
And he almost lost 2 fights ago.
That's what I thought. He almost lost though, didn't he?
No.
He had a tough fight a couple of fights ago, friend.
A lot of people feel like Canelo been ducking and dodging.
Canelo ain't ducking him. Y'all should relax with that sentiment.
Just saying, friend.
Y'all have to be stopped. Whoever they is that's saying that, y'all got to be stopped.
Listen, I'm just saying what the people say. I'm just telling you what the people been saying, because he's been the interim for quite a long time.
But we thinking about when the fight I'm thinking about with them Billy is when he fought Sergey. Wasn't that in Canada?
Boachuk?
I don't know. He got that long last name that start with a D.
The Reverend.
Yeah, and remember, didn't Sergey mess up his shoulder in that fight?
I'm not sure.
And he fought him with one damn arm.
Yeah, and fought him with one arm. It was out there putting the beats on him, Billy.
Yeah.
I remember that fight.
Yeah,
did he get knocked out?
I don't know.
No, he didn't get knocked out, but Lester Martinez ain't Sergey.
And I tell you what, the man's a UK man, and you go find out tomorrow.
He's the one that got the little blonde patch, right?
No, that is Skull. I need both of y'all to get it together.
I know who we talking about now. And Billy fought the Derevchenko.
I want y'all to really breathe in. My God.
I knew who I was talking about the whole time.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
No.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Whoopsies.
Sick.
Well, we are going to go ahead and get to the main event because folks have been waiting on this. I said I wasn't going to pick and give my predictions until the very end, until fight week. So we are here now. We have gone through all the fluff. We have gone through the grand arrivals. We've done the press conference. We've done the weigh-ins. We saw the bodies. And it is time for the fight. Janae, who you got and how they going to get it done? Crawford or Canelo?
All right. Here we are. And this is what I think. I know that y'all are excited, think we're going to get a good fight tomorrow night. But I hate to be the pallbearer of bad news.
The pallbearer.
I think that this is going to be a very boring 12-round fight. If I had to go with I'm in my right mind, y'all, I promise. I think that we're going to get a very boring 12-round fight. I think that Bud is going to take his first knee, knockdown, his first 8 count. But I think outside of that is going to be a very boring and long fight that we're in for. Unfortunately, I have nothing to say otherwise.
Who's going to win, friend?
I have Canelo by split decision.
Okay. In a boring fight.
In a very boring fashion. One thing I think people really forget, because Canelo hasn't gotten up in a few fights, Canelo does a lot of damage to the body. He's very big on punching to the body. He's very big on he can cut the ring off. If I had to give him credit for something, he can cut the ring off with the best of them.
He just decided not to do it against Skull.
He doesn't really have to, if we're being honest. Like if we're being very truthful, did Canelo try probably his hardest in that fight? Absolutely not.
Okay.
but I do think he will get up and put on a great show because, I do think there's a good hype around it. Las Vegas seems to be pretty packed from the looks of it for this fight, so I think he will get up and fight. And Bud is not any joke by any stretch of the imagination. But Canelo's older, but he can cut the ring off, and he's a great body puncher, and he can still crack. You leave that chin there for him, he gonna get it. He had young Boots in camp. He had Yoenli Hernandez in camp with him, who we've seen to be is a fantastic puncher. And then, Boachuk said it many moons ago. He got that. He had it was.
Told you, pepperoni Nello, baby.
So he's comfortable. This is his weight. He's comfortable. He's been in very big, high stakes, high pressure situations like this. This is another day in the park for Canelo. So I don't see why he would do anything different other than win.
Okay. All right. Janae with the Canelo vote. Friend, I've been waiting to hear your prediction, to hear your thoughts. Who you
got? Okay, so, I went back and forth. I had Canelo at first, then I was like, you know what? Bud is finna go and shock the globe. And then, people have a habit of letting me hear things and making my own assumption. And they allowed me to hear how much money was made before any of the final events and stuff has came. They started breaking records for gates and breaking records for this and breaking records for that. If you are smart tomorrow, you will bet on the draw. It's not my first time saying this. Won't be my last time saying this. They finna turn this shit into a trilogy, you guys. They're gonna give y'all a good enough fight to make y'all bite on it. Then they're gonna do it again. This time they're gonna do it in Saudi. It's gonna be an even bigger event over there in Saudi. More money over there, and they're gonna build this shit up. They're gonna do something, and they're gonna come back with that third fight. Look at all the trilogies fights that Turkey has made. Turkey love a good trilogy. He love a good do-over with the same fight that he liked that was a good fight. So I'm telling y'all, if you're smart tomorrow, if you are a bettor and you pay attention to semantics before you bet, you know where your money going tomorrow, and it's going to be the draw.
So you got a draw tomorrow.
I got a draw tomorrow. And I see you talking about Bud finna be 38. How old is Better Beef? How old is Manny Pacquiao? Floyd Mayweather? Mike Tyson? How old are these people? Bud not going nowhere yet. Bud didn't figure out that these Turks is willing to pay me exactly what you Negroes have been screwing me out of for years. So I'm gonna go over there and make that bag. He finna make it stretch. Bud is finna show y'all how to really cook dope. And he finna cook it out here in front of y'all for y'all to see it. And if you pay attention, he done already started the process. Bud is not going nowhere. They fixing to turn this into a huge deal. They made too much money with this fight for it to just be, this is it.
Boxing and barbecue, I think he's on a 3-fight deal, and I think this is the second of the 3 fights. I believe William Skull was his first, Bud is his second. It may be 5, but I thought it was 3. I could be wrong. So, friend,
if they turn this into a trilogy, I'm gonna cry.
I'm getting everybody riled up. I want y'all to realize what the hell is going on. They're putting it out there for y'all to see. They do this every time, and a lot of people don't pay attention.
And I did pay attention, and I did hear Turkey say the next fight is a rematch.
Y'all don't want to listen to me, man. Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all thought Tyson Fury was getting tossed up the way he was getting tossed up? How many consecutive same fights with the same opponent did Tyson Fury have, you guys? When the last time Tyson Fury had a new opponent while fighting with Turkey? I'm gonna wait for y'all to tell me.
Karma, I kind of thought they were lining up Canelo for Shiraz too, but after Shiraz did what he did to Edward Scissorhand Berlanga, I'm not so sure about that anymore. Um, okay, so friend, your final prediction is a draw.
I'm telling you. And like, I hate for people to just want to be right all the time. Listen, hey, have your opinion, buddy. I don't give a shit what you were right about with EJ. What I'm telling you is bet the draw. If you don't want to bet the draw, if you feel like that's what's gonna happen, I didn't ask you. She asked me what my thoughts were, and I gave my thoughts on what I was thinking at the time. I don't give a shit about EJ and what he getting Bud beating him. Cool, buddy. That was great. We y'all, yay. All right, we on to something else now.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Putting the draw to the side, how do you think the fight plays out? Because there has to be some back and forth for 12 rounds in order for us to get to a draw.
It'll be a back and forth. They both going to be doing enough to work each other. I see everybody keep saying Bud is going to take his first knee, first 8 count. That's not the first time I've heard that. I've heard that pretty much all week, that this will be the fight that Bud take his first something. You know what I'm saying? And I understand how everybody's feeling, right? And y'all know me. I'm not a Bud fan by no means, but I've been able to learn more about the sport, learn more about these fighters. Bud just kind of different. Bud just kind of different. And I think Bud has the capability to get with Canelo where Canelo may be lacking in this fight. That's all. That's it.
So if you had to pick a winner, I ain't
I'm
gonna let
going
you.
with, I'm going with Bud.
Okay. Okay.
I would pick Bud, and y'all know I'm a Canelo guy. Canelo is my guy. But because boxing needs a type of upset right now that will get eyes back on the sport in a huge, huge way. See, I do the business shit outside of the podcast now. So I'm able to look at stuff differently than what just a normal fan would be able to look at. This shit is going to go different than how you think. It's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a pretty decent fight. Like, there's going to be some boring moments. Those first 5 rounds are going to be boring. But boxing needs an upset right now that will garner the attention of millions of people. On Netflix, Canelo Alvarez getting beat by Terence Crawford, who moved up from 130 pounds, you guys. This is going to be a story. Like, they've already built the movie for this shit. That's why you didn't see that clip of Bud and his mama resurfacing. All of this movie ain't getting put together for no reason. They're putting it out there for people to see it. I hate talking to people because they put this stuff out here for y'all to see it. It's for you to use your brain to do with it. That's it. I can't tell you what to think. I'm just gonna tell you what the business look like. The business look like they finna re-up in Saudi and do this again. And if it look good in Saudi, we gonna get it again somewhere else.
Okay, so Janae says Canelo. Box's first answer is a draw, but pressing her for a winner, she's picking Bud. Y'all, I've been back and forth and forth and back and back and forth and forth and back. I have, because listen, first of all, and I'm gonna say it again. I know I've been saying it since it's been announced. I never wanted this fight. I didn't think it was good. I never wanted this fight because I felt like it was some bullshit that Bud gets to jump the line. I always wanted to see Canelo get beat up by David Benavidez, and I'm still pissed about that it never happened. So I never wanted this fight. And when it was announced, the first thing that I thought about was Bud saying, when they first asked him about it, that no, I'm not gonna fight Canelo. There's weight classes for a reason. I'm not gonna go up there. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was Bill Haney. I don't know if it was Turkey Al-Sheikh, but somebody put a bug in Bud's ear, and he decided he wanted the Canelo fight. I don't know if he felt like Canelo was slipping because he was not doing, he wasn't getting the knockouts that he normally used to get at 168. I don't know what it was, but that was my first thought process when I heard that this fight was being made. Why are you jumping all the way up there? But then I said, okay, he did my guy dirty. He's talented. Let's see. And so then we saw Bud move to 154. And when I saw Bud at 154, I said, okay, wait a minute. This ain't the same Bud from 147. And I know Madrimov did a lot of feinting. I know that styles make fights. I know that Canelo fights nothing like Madrimov. He's not going to move as much. I know all of those things. But I saw Bud's face after that fight, and I saw that he was getting touched up by Madrimov. And if Canelo's not going to move as much as Madrimov, that means Bud is not going to be moving as much, because if he's trying to win, he's going to be trying to throw punches. And what I know is that Canelo is a really good counterpuncher, just like Bud is a really good counterpuncher. Now, I want y'all to know that I am separating what I want, and this, what I'm telling y'all right now, is my actual boxing mind going through what I know about both of these fighters as boxers, okay? So with that information, with what I saw when I saw Bud fighting Madrimov, with him getting hit as much as he was getting hit by Madrimov, with him winning the fight, but it was not like a convincing Bud win. Some people feel like Madrimov may have won, may have been a draw, like it wasn't a distinctive normal Budrick win. At 154, it gave me cause to pause when he said he was moving up to 168. So then I said, okay, but it's still Bud, and he's a talented dude. But then I realized he was not going to have a fight at 160 nor 168. That really gave me cause to pause, because you didn't look your normal self at 54. What am I to think? That you're going to jump 60 and go right to 68, not have any type of tune-up filler fight or anything at 68, and go straight to the guy at 68. Now, I've heard time and time again, Canelo is not as big as people think. He's the shorter guy. All of these things. Bud is big. Bud is bigger than Canelo. They the same size. Bud got the reach advantage. He has things going for him, but y'all, he does have stuff going against him. And as much as y'all want to say that, Canelo, y'all don't like him and whatnot, I'm not the biggest Canelo fan. But my boxing eye tells me that redheaded motherfucker can fight. Okay? Like, y'all can play crazy if y'all want to, but that redheaded motherfucker can fight. And he's strong than a bitch. He is. Okay? He is. Now, I'm hoping that Bud going up to 168 gives him more punch resistance. I saw him at 47. I saw, what's his name? Kavaliauskas? Green Mean Machine? Yeah, Mean Machine dropped him. Quick flash drop, but he dropped him. That was at 47, okay? That was at 47, okay? We don't know at 60. We have no idea at 68. And you going in there with somebody who don't mind taking some to get some from bigger guys with the same or longer reach than you. My boxing mind, you coming off a year layoff. He just had a fight 4 months ago. Granted, it wasn't the best looking fight, but it was a fight. Just my boxing mind says Canelo is supposed to win this fight. You got somebody coming up from 35 who skipped 60, took one fight at 54, had a whole year layoff, 2 years older than you. These are things that I have to say out loud so that I just don't convince myself because I want him to win to just tell y'all he gonna win. I have to really be conscious about what I'm saying. So taking all of that into consideration, taking into consideration that just as prideful as Bud is Canelo Alvarez. It's his Independence Day weekend. His people are there watching him. He ain't trying to lose to no motherfucking Bud Crawford. He still got to talk about getting beat up by Floyd Mayweather. Bud Crawford is coming up. He from a smaller weight class to try to challenge King Canelo at 168. I don't think he want to be in there giving no draw. And I don't know if y'all heard it, but when he was in his tight white suit at the grand opening, somebody asked him a question. Now on the press day, he tried to be modest about it, but somebody put a microphone in his face and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna knock him out in 6 or 7." I don't really never hear Canelo say he knocking nobody out. He really don't give predictions and shit like that. He typically don't do that. So that made my eyebrow go, "Oh, okay then. Yeah, this finna be a fucking fight. I know what Bud coming to do. That's what I said to myself until I saw Bud at that press conference up there doing a little two-step for them people. And I ain't like that. We gonna talk about that later on. I ain't like that. Why you up there doing two steps for folks, Bud? When you was fighting your other urban brother, you was up there getting into it with his people and all kind of shit. But when you was on that stage yesterday with all the Mexican folks up in there, your ass was in there talking about all my Mexican fans. I know we got Mexican fans. I don't recognize that, Bud. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Yeah.
It was giving real humble, Nick. It was giving real humble.
You was giving real humble. I don't know you like that. Yeah. I'm watching everything. I'm watching all that shit. I ain't really expect him to do that with Madrimal, because it was Madrimal. But this Canelo, this King Canelo, you coming to his house, you coming to take his shit, you coming to do to him the same shit you did to EJ. EJ wasn't coming with no disrespect from you, but you was piped up about that. I don't get that. Y'all gonna tell me y'all get the same feeling from Bud in this fight that y'all got from him when he was finna fight EJ? That's what y'all gonna try to lie and tell me? Oh, okay. I'm just saying. I'm peeping the motherfucking thing. That's what I'm doing. So my boxing mind, from everything that I've seen from both gentlemen, and I see Canelo come to the scale looking shredded.
Good.
I see Canelo sparring who he's sparring, not taking this shit lightly at all. I see a damn good fight taking place. My boxing mind says Canelo Alvarez wins a unanimous decision. That's what my boxing mind says. Now, Nik-J, I would love more than anything to see Terrence Bud Crawford go in there and have the crowd crying like he said he would. I want more than anything for Bud to go in there and recreate his biggest one. I really do. I want Bud to win so bad I can taste it. I want to scream and holler and cry and be happy. I want it to be happy tears. That's what I want. That is really what I want. And I think he can do it. He may be able to do it. Do I think Bud is going to punch hard enough to just hurt Canelo? No. Do I think he catches Canelo with some shit he don't see? Maybe. But I've seen Canelo eat punches that he ain't seen from bigger motherfuckers before. I've seen him do it. You have too.
Danny Jacobs, GGG. I mean, the list go like...
Y'all didn't see him take them punches from Triple G? Y'all didn't see him take the punches from Triple D that he did not see?
B-ball.
Okay.
B-ball.
Okay. I'm just saying. I know it's wishful thinking for y'all. And if he does it, it's gonna be the best shit since sliced bread, and he gets all the credit in the world from me. I want him to do it. I want y'all to understand it. I really want him to do it. I want him to do it. I do. My boxing mind says he might go out on his sheet. That's what my boxing mind says. Because he ain't no hoe. That much I do know. He ain't no hoe. If they get into a fight, I'm going for Bud Crawford. My boxing mind says Canelo Alvarez. Sorry. Not sorry. Sorry. Not sorry.
Since we're still on the topic, Nik, whether you were joking or not, to those of you in the chat who said I wasn't on code, you can kiss it where the sun doesn't shine. Okay? Because Janae's always on code. But this is boxing. That's what we're here to talk about. We ain't here to talk about no code. Because if we really wanted to get into code, then we need to, let's go ahead and rewind a few fights back to the EJ fight and talk about being on code. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Bud fighting Canelo.
And I don't live by no damn code. Y'all
ain't no code. Ain't no code. And let's be honest, all of y'all talk all this shit on the internet, but you don't live by these principles in real life. So really, you could stop talking to me
y'all
about
got white
anything.
wives at home when we know about them white wives.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Y'all made me miss some super chats up in here. Hold on.
Super chats? Oh,
yeah. Wait a minute. Canelo ducked me. Thank you so much. He came through with $4.99. He said, salute, Queens, Bud by stoppage. I hope you're right. Ooh, I hope you're right. Lord have mercy. I hope you're right. Jalen Davis, thank you so much with the $5 super chat. He says Canelo's output needs to exceed Bud's in order to win. I see Bud touching canvas at some point, but most likely Nello in unanimous decision. Okay, Jalen. Okay. And then Marilyn Paul came through with a crispy $19.99. Thank you so much. Hey, lovely ladies. Can't wait to see the ring chemistry tomorrow. I know. I'm excited.
Hey, Miss P.
What you say, friend?
I said, hey, Miss P.
Hey, Miss P. And then, baby, Tim Smith, you better come on through here. Says congratulations on 5K. Team Budrick, maybe by late stoppage. Oh, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Lord Jesus, I hope you're right. I really do. I really, 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 really do. Todd French 600 came through with the $2. He says, can Canelo take them punches without the clean? He is a little on the thin side.
Todd French, if you think Eddie ain't juiced him up to perfection, you out your mind. They whole camp just got busted for somebody on PEDs. Come on now, you know it. You know what we doing. You know what they doing. They know what they doing.
I don't know what they doing.
We know. Well, we listen. It is what it is, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Box told him you better be on the juiciest juice that you can get.
and we did spot a little lippage from Canelo.
He got it. It's right. It wasn't as big and blistering and red.
It's going down.
The other ones. Yeah, but it was still nice and purple. So I know you. Come on, 1 + 1 = 2.
Pablo Escobar, thank you so much for the $9.99. He says, finger crossed, 100. Listen, y'all, I want Bud to win. I do. I really want Bud to win. My definitive answer was Canelo unanimous decision. Will he see the canvas? Will one of them see the canvas? Because some of y'all are saying that Canelo is going to get knocked out. That's what some of y'all are saying in the chat. Now, what evidence shows you that Canelo is getting knocked out by a gentleman that's coming up essentially 3 weight classes? I don't know. Canelo's been at the weight class for a mighty long time. He's acclimated to it. He's been in there with bigger men. This is Bud's first time stepping into the ring. Now, I know y'all like to think these boxers are Superman and whatnot. I understand. And I know some people are figuring if Canelo is on his pack, then so is Bud. He on the snackiest snack pack that's available. I know some of y'all are thinking that. And if that's the case, then they even. But even with that being said, the man is coming up essentially 3 weight classes. And I'll just say 2, okay? Because he did have a fight at 54. I didn't like the way he looked at 54, y'all. I didn't. And if you like the way he looked at 54 and you think that Bud is going to beat Canelo, okay. I hope he does boxing and barbecue. I do. I hope he's special, y'all. I do. Because he's going to have to show it tomorrow. Okay. I have my feelings about his undisputed fight at 47. I'm going to leave it there. I feel like he's going to have to be that kind of special, that kind of performance, that kind of fast, that kind of twitchy. And I wrote something down, and I'm going to shut up because I've been long-winded. I'm going to shut up after this. I wrote something down earlier this week that I thought about. If there's going to be a stoppage by either one of them, my prediction is this. Crawford is going to have to stop Canelo early if he stops him. Because the same way Crawford has timing, Canelo gets timing from his opponent as well. As the fight goes on, if he doesn't get Canelo out of there early, Canelo is going to adapt to Crawford's timing as well, you guys. We don't know how he's going to carry that weight. If he's going to slow down a little bit in the latter rounds, we don't know. It's so many unanswered questions. I feel like if Canelo knocks out Crawford, I think it will be late. I think he's going to knock Crawford out late because I think that weight is going to play a part. And I do believe Canelo's body punches are going to play a part. I don't care what y'all say. Canelo got a hell of a left hook to the goddamn body. Y'all can act like y'all don't know. I know, though. That's one of his signature punches. You drop them hands, he come right back up top. I'm just saying. We're not going to act like he's not talented as well. This all I'm trying to say to y'all. Y'all talking like Bud finna be in there with Madrimov. He's not. I ain't no huge Canelo fan, but that motherfucker can fight. He can. So I'm just saying, if Bud knocks Canelo out, in my opinion, it's going to be early. Got to be before round 6. If Canelo knocks Bud out, it's going to be late after round 9, in my opinion. If I'm picking the fight as a fan, I'm picking Bud Crawford all day long. If I'm picking the fight as Nik-J from the Queens of Boxing Talk, Canelo, unanimous decision. Okay? We're done. I want to know how y'all felt about these press conferences. I want to know how y'all felt about that. Max Kellerman being back in the fold of things. How did y'all feel about that?
You know,
Kellerman, go ahead, friend, but F him on the way through because he came back and was being weird. Go ahead, friend. Weird.
I'm a little disappointed in all the festivities this week. I'm highly disappointed. To get back on the topic of Sean, a real shout out to him. Boxing is missing that so desperately. It is missing it so desperately. Max looked like a glizzy gobbler up there. For someone who has been around the sport for so long, I was so disgusted and disappointed with his comments, with as we know in this moment, the face of boxing, the king of boxing, Canelo is exactly who he has been his whole career. He's selling the tickets. He's putting he's he comes, he's all, Canelo knows how to play the part. If that's what I'm trying to say. He always come, he gonna look real fly and real trim in his outfits. He done learned his English. Now he gonna give you a couple of cuss words. He knows how to bring it out. For Max to stand up there and disrespect that man, as much as he's been around the sport, as much as he knows Canelo and has been on his fights, I can't believe it. I can, but I can't. I really couldn't believe it. Shout out to Sean for asking the hard questions that deserve to be asked, that deserve an answer. In the midst of all of these things, right? Dana's up there, doing what he does, and to come over here and try and disrespect our sport, to put the fighters at a disadvantage, and then to say to Sean, well, you're being an asshole and you're trying to take away from the spotlight. You made it a thing, because had you maybe just answered the question, we probably wouldn't even remember this moment between you and Sean. But because you stood up there like an idiot, you know what you're doing, because you're a scumbag. You made it. Now you've made it a thing. Now you've made people interested in what your answer is and why you want to repeal this thing and why you're doing the things that you're doing in boxing. Now people really want the answer. This is where sometimes it is best to play it cool, or just be like, hey, Sean, I love you. I respect you. I think you're great. I think that's something, if you and I could sit down one-on-one, then we can talk about that. But because you got up there and made it a thing, now it's a thing with everybody. I feel like Canelo is doing what he always does. It's like you said, Nik. Bud is usually on that woo, 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 I'm Bud Crawford, da-da-da-da shit. And he been up there real quiet, real humble pie, just, I'm here, fighting Canelo, and I'm so appreciative. And okay, but where was that with EJ, who really, if we had to really keep it 100, is really the one who put you in position for all of this.
Don't say that in here, girl. Don't say that in here, girl. Don't say that.
Oh no, I'm gonna say it. And I'm gonna wrap my whole piece up with this. At the end of the day, I like Bud. I love that camp over there. They dogs over there. But this goes back to what you said, Nik. I watch boxing. I've been watching boxing for a long time. We've been watching Canelo for a long time. And none of my take had anything to do with throwing salt on Bud or what he brings to the ring. I just know what I have seen consistently out of Canelo. He has a chin made of titanium vibranium. It's not going anywhere all night. He has taken punches from Triple G, from the best of the best in this business. If y'all think Bud Crawford is going to be the one to tap that chin, you have another thing coming tomorrow night. Now, it's my opinion that I think that if Canelo gets a chance to hit Bud cleanly, I do think that we might see Bud, wobble and shake a little bit. That's my opinion. And that is based on what I've seen this man do time and time and time again. You don't have to like it, but that's my opinion. I still think it's going to be a long, boring fight because, again, I've watched both of these fighters. Do I think that Bud is going to go in the ring and press Canelo? No. He's not going to come forward and fight Canelo on the front foot. And so what are we going to see? Canelo coming forward, creating the action, doing what he does, pushing Bud from one side to the other like he likes to do. And then y'all also know Bud is very slow to download. It takes him till about round 5 or 6 just to really get warmed up. And by then, Bud is already down 8 rounds because they got 2 baked in for our boy. Okay? And then you're going to let Canelo run away with like the first half of the fight. Hopefully, right, Canelo will slow down in the second half like we're pretty used to seeing him do. But that's a lot of hoping and wishing and chancing that you are trying to bet on or that you want to happen. And again, to me, it seems like Canelo has decided he's going to get up for this fight and quite possibly make an example out of Bud, considering all things that have been said. So I just want y'all to it's just boxing. It's just the boxing take. I really don't. I'm going to go after this show. I'm going to go put my head on a pillow and I'm going to sleep soundly. Whether y'all like my take or not. Okay? Boxing is in a crazy place. I don't know what they got going on. I think Dana White is just terrible. He's gross. Shout out to Sean. I hope that Sean gets that one-on-one sit down and Dana actually answers this question because it's a question that deserves to be answered. And shout out to him for not dick riding and being there and being all like, ooh, I'm with, because we know how that's been going in these boxing streets. So shout out to somebody for keeping it real. And I'm done. I said my piece. Nikki muted.
Box, I want to hear how you felt about all the grandeur of the week leading up to the weigh-in today. How did you feel about the grand entrance? How did you feel about the way Bud is handling the hate? He said he's no stranger to this. He's done this before, which is very true. How do you feel about, the ring and their new ventures, their new show, the analysts that they have up there doing all of this? How have you felt about all of that?
First off, if you don't want your promoter in the background of your videos dancing and stuff, come on over to Death Row. Because here my thing is, these folks don't know how to give a good interview. These folks don't know how to ask viable questions. And the one thing that I noticed the most, there was a lot of dick sucking this week. There was so much dick sucking this week. I thought I was watching a OnlyFans subscription. I was appalled. I was flabbergasted. I was disgusted because y'all, just because you go somewhere, that don't change your integrity as a person. Nobody can ever change this show. The only thing that we've changed on this show, we stopped cussing as much and we add a little glitz and glam here and there every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But nobody can change the integrity of this show. I've watched people that used to ask those questions that we used to ask. They got big and then they forgot about that hometown love, what got them where they are now. And I was very confused that just the dick sucking in itself, how rampant it was. Um and it's crazy. And I seen the man with the leaning eye said something about it. And he was talking about how the media and how they don't let certain media outlets and stuff come out. And typically I don't like Music Soul Child, but he made a point. He was right. They only allow certain people to come out, and the majority of the time it's the people that they know that are not going to ask the tough questions, ask the questions that's going to get a reaction from people. And so I'm just, this is good for boxing, but at the same time this is dangerous for boxing because they're going to allow a lot of media outlets to cover stuff that shouldn't be covered. People that are going to be invited to stuff that shouldn't be invited. Like it's not good, you guys. I don't like nothing about it. It was cool. I want boxing to I want boxing to grow. I do. I want boxing to grow. This is going to keep me and my friends being able to get up here and talk to you guys about this sport. But the way they are Xing out certain media, turning down credentials and giving them to people like Music Soul Child, that shit crazy to me. Like, I would not like to see people with bad hairlines and you know what I'm saying, dick sucking motives asking questions. Give me more Sean's. Give me more Shaggy Doo. Shaggy Doo got on there and still on business, baby. Ask the questions that need to be asked because that's what you guys are for. You guys are there to bring the attention to stuff that are people are afraid to ask in the public. But no, we get into the taco ads and the Music Soul Childs of the world, and this is where we are. It was cool. I didn't like the media. I feel like they should include more women. And I know you boys, y'all like other boys, and y'all rather be surrounded by men, balls, and booty holes. But some people would love to have like a feminine touch to certain things, and it's not the same ones that y'all always see. It's cool to add a different little flavor, but some of you guys, y'all love men so much, y'all get in the comments and like, this is why we don't want women. We want to see these men. Oh, we know you do, baby. They got a club for y'all. Just as full of hot steaming men. You can go in there and take your pick, Mookie Butt, whenever you want. But in the meantime, in between time, there are still small media outlets. There are medium media outlets that have good quality stuff that should have been able to participate in this week's stuff. So, yeah, you muted, friend.
I saw one woman of color on the microphone ask a question, and she did have a good question. But yeah, I felt like it should have been more women included, women of color. Let me say that, because I did see some women. And they were fresh faces, women that I had never seen. I watched that underdog card, like I said last night. And what I think they are getting wrong, I love that they are putting so much money into it, but I want to know who's in the room making the decisions. Who's brainstorming this? Because y'all cannot be talking to the real hardcore boxing fans. I think they have lost their way in trying so hard to reach the youth. When we got into boxing, and I'm speaking in my age demographic, 40 and up, 35 and up. When we got into boxing, when I got into boxing because my parents had fight parties at the house. So I was a kid. I was a child that was exposed to what grown-ups were doing. That was a time that I was able to mingle with the grown-ups. After the fight, I had to go to the back room. The kids had to go to the back room when the grown-ups got to doing grown-up shit. But during the fight party, that's when I was able to mingle with the grown-ups. That's how my love for boxing came about. It wasn't because when I watched it, they were catering to me as a kid, or they were catering to me as a child or a teenager. That's what I feel like they're doing. They're catering to teenagers. They're catering to children. And maybe they're doing that because teens and kids do this whole social media thing. But real fans of boxing are fucking grown-ups. Y'all should probably try to cater to grown motherfuckers. I would think.
Nick, I was about to interject real quick and say that. What teenager is paying $90 for a fucking pay-per-view? It ain't adding up.
It's not. I don't know why they think that is their target audience. It's not. Your target audience is going to be people who actually love the sport. Like when this fight is over, casual fans ain't going to be talking about it after a week, after 2 days, because their attention span is not that long. Folks here on YouTube boxing, whether they crazy or not, we're going to be talking about it because we really are fans of the sport. And there's nowhere else where we can talk about it. There's nowhere else where we can go see it. It's not on Sports Center. They only did that for this week. They ain't going to be trying to see nothing about boxing in the next coming so-called big fight. They're not talking about Inoue Inoue. Okay? A lot of us acting like we ain't interested, but y'all want to see what he do with MJ because you're real boxing fans. Kids ain't like that. So I don't know why they have this misconception that they need to target younger people. Young people are going to watch when their parents are watching. Your target audience is 30, 35 and older. Okay? Folks who got to go to work and shit. Okay? Having that late ass card on last night on a fucking Thursday when people got to get up and go to work on Friday wasn't smart. Who's in the room with y'all? Okay? That's what I need to know. Who's in the room with y'all? And while y'all stupid asses on the stage, Max Kellerman, trying to act like Mexicans is the only motherfuckers that support boxing and that's kept the sport going, how dare you spit in my fucking face? How dare you allow that shit to get said, Terrence Crawford? Because when Max tried to say MMA was better than boxing, Canelo said, hell no, it is not. That was your moment to pipe up and say, oh, hell no, my motherfucking fans, my black ass fans, they support the fuck out of me.
When the hell Bud ever said something nice to his fans?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, though. That's what I'm saying, though. So I want, because it's a lot that I like about the movement. And like I said, a couple of shows ago, boxing is in transition. There's no escaping it. It's in transition. But as fans, we got to say so in what the hell we like and what we don't like. When Sean asked the question, we got concerns about that shit. Okay? And it needs to be addressed. It needs to be answered. We got questions. But the way y'all are going about this, we got concerns and we have questions. Okay? Listen to the people. The people are really talking. If y'all looking at one demographic, you're only going to get one viewpoint. Okay? And as much as you motherfuckers want to act like black fighters and black fight fans don't matter, this fight wouldn't be as big as it is if the opponent was not Terrence Bud Crawford, who is as black as they motherfucking come. Okay? Acknowledge that. Respect that.
And somebody made a point, and I want to piggyback off you. Because you know what, Junior Frank, name a little suspect, but you have made quite a damn point. Budrick blames his own fans for not being a big draw in the sport of boxing. Where we do that at? So this is what I'm saying, which y'all know I love Bernie, but if we talking about being on code, if we want to talk about code and being on code, Bud has said that numerous of times that black people don't support him, black people don't support his fights, black people this, black people that. So we want to talk about code, but yet we're the ones
supporting your ass. But you got your black ass.
I'm speaking too loud. Y'all finna get us pitchforks. Y'all finna
get us his black ass up there talking about, I want to shout all my Mexican fans for supporting me.
With your crunchy ass. Let's be honest. And Nick, you're like, it's just mind-boggling. And Nick, you're right. We're getting so far away from some real shit that everything in boxing looks like a clown show. It's ridiculous at this point.
Everything looks like celebrity or exhibition boxing.
Yes. And you know what else too? You know, like now that we're just like, my mind is really going on this, you know, they have this underdog fight. Which one of those fighters did media? Which one of those fighters were we exposed to for this underdog card? Which one of them took advantage of that opportunity and say, you know what, I'm going to be on a huge platform and I'm going to take advantage of it? And two, this is on the media, because what media outlet covered it? What media outlet wrote about it? What outlet really even talked about it? I was not impressed with the fight week stuff, because these reporters get up there with the same dumbass lame questions that we have heard for months and months and months. I'm sick of this shit. How many times are we gonna ask the same questions?
They gawk, they gawk, they gawk.
It's sick. I don't think I've heard one person ask Bud, you went undisputed at 47 against Errol Spence Jr. You had one fight at 54, you skipped 60, and now you're at 168 pounds. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Look at Boachuk in the comments talking about it. Well, it was black fans that tore down his you know what, y'all fucking,
and y'all same black fans that love Bud tore down the opposition. Shut the fuck up.
These were the same dudes calling Errol Spence Jr. a drunk, and all of these names that they were calling him. The name calling is the same for everybody, Bookie Bus. It doesn't get excused because it's just your fighter. Your fighter got called a name. You called him. He said he was trash. Y'all called him sorry and said he wasn't good. Y'all defamed his character. Shut up. In the history of I watch football, you guys. I watch these sport fans talk to each other like they are crazy. They say the craziest things. Say something about Bud. You tearing down a black man's character. You're not on call. Y'all, you know what? I stand by this. Boxing fans are the worst fans in the history of the sport. Like I watch these athletes tear these athletes down. They called that boy, I ain't even gonna list his name, but when I say this, you're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. They called that boy a sexual masseuser. They called that boy a sexual masseuser. People from opposite teams were calling that boy a sexual masseuser. Okay? This shit just don't get no calm because we're talking about, but oh, you're black and y'all tore it down. They talk about LeBron. They talk about LeBron's whole entire family, his legacy. Now Budrick, we can't talk about Budrick.
They so sensitive.
Is the fame and Budrick because we said so. Fuck Budrick and fuck you too, if that's the damn case. Because I'm sick of y'all with that one-sided shit. Y'all get on my nerves with that shit. Say something about your fighter. Oh, y'all not on code. You can't. Shut y'all asses up. They called that man a sexual masseuser. Okay?
Or let's talk about, Bud isn't gonna like it that Boots is in camp with Canelo. Bitch, fuck you. How about that? Fuck Bud. If I was Boots, that's what I would have been on camera saying, because I'm a grown ass man. Would I look like giving a fuck about how Bud feels about me being in camp with Canelo? I ain't going, SMD. Okay.
Lord have mercy, y'all.
What are we talking about? Oh, Bud's gonna be upset. Fuck him. Like, dude,
like he owe him something.
What are we talking about?
Bud ain't never messed with no black media. He's consistently shitted on his black fans, and then we gotta skate on. Bud got tore down by black fans for all of this time. Like Bud, the only black person that had been through some shit in the sports. You Tank fans, Budrick fans, all of y'all the same people. Look at Drink, y'all are concerning. You know what? And I don't even want to say this about you, Drink. I'm excluding you from this because I really do fuck with you in real time. But y'all be giving me, it ain't no ass cheeks outside of boxing for y'all. Because why are you saying stuff like that? I've been out here 10 toes down for Bud. Take your shirt off and let me see your titties too while you at it. Shake them bitches around for me and let me see it. Ain't that what UGK said? UGK said, let me see it. I've been out here 10 toes down arguing for Bud for 50. Take your shirt off. Let me see it. I'm so y'all, please. Like for real. I really want y'all to stop this. It really low key be embarrassing the way y'all be going for these fighters. Y'all be the same one talking about y'all already know. I ain't gonna list his name, but it's a certain Tank fan that y'all be talking about. Y'all be acting like him, man. When it comes to your favorite fighter, take your shirt off. You already know what I'm looking for. That's when I'm finna start telling y'all. I'm done doing all this arguing with y'all. I'm just finna start telling y'all, let me see them titties. Take that shit out for me right now. Cause I gotta be the man in the situation. Cause y'all be arguing on this bitch like some hoes, man. I hate that for y'all. Let me see it. I don't care who your favorite fighter is. None of that. I don't care who you've been arguing for the last 10 years, holding him down, wearing his face on your drawers. Let me see them titties. That's where we're going to here on out. Let me
shake them titties, baby. Shake them.
You my nasty dancer tonight. You my nasty dancer tonight. Dancer for money. Do what I want you to do. Drink. Show me them titties, fam. That's what I want to see. Y'all pissing me off. I'm finna leave. Let me get out of here. I had a long week, man, but I'm just
No, it's because you know what? This has to be said. I'm fed up with this shit, man. This has been the worst fight buildup. Y'all be in these comments looking crazy. That's the shit I had to say on Greg's show. Y'all sit at the computer fucking hollering at people about a boxing tape.
Freaky dancers. Y'all some freaky dancers. Dancers for money. Do what I want you to do.
Me to do.
Y'all, I don't know how we got here.
Take them off. That's when I'm finna start telling y'all. If I see y'all as a man, as a grown man, if I see you in the comments arguing this hard for another fight, I'm telling you, I'm coming straight out the back. Take them titties out, boy. Let me see them. Take that fucking shirt off right now before I grab that bitch and rip it off for you. Take that shit off right now. Show me them titties. Let me see what it look like.
Hey, Box, what he say? Drop them draws.
Drop them draws. And I don't want to hear, I'm just here to dance for y'all. No, we ain't just dancing tonight. You the freaky dancer tonight. Let's get active. Do what you want me to do. Yes, yeah, tonight. Take it out. What my friend said, let me see your milk. Get it active. Let's go.
Baby, look, that milk be out. Do you hear me? Baby, that milk be lactating.
Got the fucking cleavage just sitting up there looking like that. Now I'm just finna start ripping y'all shirt off. I want to see what the hell is going on under there. Y'all want to do all this? Me too. I'm finna start acting like showing y'all what y'all look like in these comments. Every time I see y'all as a grown man going hard for it, look, he's still typing paragraphs. Take them titties out, drink. Put them titties on your monitor right now. Stop what you doing and take them titties out and put them on the monitor right now, drink. Let's go. Freaky ass dancer with them damn paragraphs. He's still in that bitch typing. Let's go, freaky dancer. My friends want to see your titties. Put them hoes on screen right now. What Booster said for $1,000. Put
your zip on live
right now.
We get all the tips from the show tonight.
Right now. I'm done playing with y'all. I'm sick of arguing with y'all about these grown ass men. Put your milk. That's it. With the conversation.
Drop teas in the chat. We need teas in the chat. We need tip money for drink tonight.
Period.
Oh my God.
Period.
Put your dollars in the chat for drink.
Oh Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna read these super chats and then we probably gonna get on out of here because we gonna get cut off. Jesus. I really appreciate y'all staying up late with us like this. I do. Wow, that was funny. Friend, you got to get on stage. Vinny Blanco, thank you so much with the $1.99. Vinny Blanco said, oh, I'm gonna read yours, Vinny, but I'm gonna go back up because I think I missed another one. Vinny Blanco says, Bo Mac better keep that towel close. Canelo in 9. Okay, Vinny. Okay. Ty French 600, he said, thank you, Ty. He says, it's a known fact that boxers lose that edge in the good old Saudi. He says, juicers' powers tend to look a little different over there. Just saying. Just saying. Not saying, just saying. That's what he said. Okay. Tevin came back with a $10. He says Canelo ain't stepped on the grass in 10 years, on the gas in 10 years. He's been being lazy for a long time, and I don't think he's gonna be able to change what has become a habit. Ooh, I like that. You might be on to something.
Good. That's good, Tevis. That's good.
Mm-hmm. You might be on to something. Ty French 600 came back. He says he didn't ask the right question. He ain't asked the right one. Like, are you on the clean? Well, he could have asked it. He definitely could have asked that. Marilyn Paul came back. She says, we belong. Yes, we do belong. And I wish they would quit acting like black boxers haven't been carrying the fucking sport. I wish they would stop that shit. I really do. And I wish a black boxer would check them when they start saying that dumb shit to the masses. Because them motherfuckers really believe that. Okay. Also, we have Tevis Smith. He came back with another $10. Tevis, we really do appreciate you in your pocketbook. He says, now y'all know over there where Turkey from, they don't like losing. Women talk too much anyways, and everybody Dana likes. Oh, Dana likes to hit on.
He likes to punch on. Well, that's true though. We seen it in 4K.
Yeah, and if Boxiana get on his ass like she got on y'all's ass tonight, we going to jail. We gonna definitely be going to jail. Mm-hmm. Drink more water. Boxiana's favorite tonight. He says
he's a freaky dancer.
He said, who was that underdog card target demographic? Only hardcore fans was watching that shit show. All that monkey shit while behind a DAZN paywall. Stupid. It was stupid. And you know what pissed me off most about that card? Whoever that woman was with that horrible voice and that horrific pompadour, I wanted to go through my TV and slap the shit out of her. I was pissed off about it. I don't know who the target audience was, but it definitely wasn't hardcore fans who were watching the bullshit. I don't know who they were targeting. Scarcities, thank you so much. He says that 90 going to half. I don't know what that means. I still don't get that. He says that 90 going to a half. If y'all get it, y'all get it. I don't.
He say he getting some cigar weed.
Oh, okay. Okay. Boxing Talk, thank you so much. He says, love y'all, but are y'all rooting for Bud or not? Yes. Even with everything I just said, even with everything Boxiana just said, even with everything, well, I ain't gonna speak for Janae. I'm going for Bud Crawford. I am. I want Bud to upset. I want him to have all them people in there that are cheering for Canelo crying. All those citizens that love Mexico but live here in the United States going for Canelo Alvarez and not the American, Bud Crawford. I want them in there sad. I want them crying. I want him to hurt their feelings. I want him to make them feel bad. I want him to do to them the same thing he did to me in July 2 years ago. Hurt their goddamn feelings. Yes, that is what I want. J Pitt City came back. He says with his $9.99, thank you, Jay. He says, salute to the ladies. I just made it to the big 4-5. Oh, congratulations. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, J Pitt City. Okay, he almost got a titty show tonight. Wow. That would have been a real way to ring it in.
And you know what? Listen, speaking of that card last night, Jaleel Hackett was on that card last night at 147 pounds. I believe he fought it again. I thought he was moving up to 54, but I believe if I'm correct, y'all let me know if I misspoke. His fight was at a 145, correct? Anyway, Jaleel Hackett won his fight last night, and his in-ring interview, he got a little choked up. You know, he fought at 54. Thank you, Frank. Junior Frank. he fought at 154. And he got a little choked up after his victory because he felt like a lot of people had written him off because he took that loss. And you know, I'm on the fence with him sometimes. I feel about him the same way I feel about Jahai Tucker. Like they take chances that they shouldn't take. And I don't know if he's doing that just because he's young or what the case may be. I want him to not take as many punches as he took last night. He did it again, but he ended up getting the stoppage. But I was really happy for him because he, you know, he was overwhelmed. He was overcome with emotion when he spoke. And you could just really tell that he wants it badly. He really wants it really badly. And I like to see that. I root for that, you know, because so many people, especially young people, feel entitled to shit just because. Ain't nothing finna be given to you. Nothing is owed to you. Everybody is working. You think you're the hardest worker in the gym. I guarantee you is somebody working just as hard or harder. And I think he realizes that. He's coming into the realization of that. And he was just overwhelmed with emotion because he got the victory, because he felt like his career was going to be over had he not. So he fought on that card to get a spot on this undercard show. So I was just really happy for him, and I wanted to shout him out because a lot of times, like you said, they don't do the media for the guys that were on the undercard. We know the big guys that are fighting. We know the guys that are on the main card. But if Dana is really trying to do this so-called league where the lower tier fighters are getting their just due, you should probably want to zero in on them a little bit more. And I was happy to see him get that victory last night. I did want to put that in there. Somebody said that he got, you know, mentioned him in the chat, and I saw it, and I'm glad you guys put that in there because I did want to shout him out. Congratulations, Jaleel Hackett.
Well, only one,
what you say, friend?
I said you the only one.
All right, ladies. Did we cover everything? Is there anything else that we need to discuss before we get out of here?
No. I tell you what, put your milk on the table. I put your milk on the table. That's the only thing we got to discuss. Is the titties coming out? What y'all gonna be on the next time we come in here? That's it. That's all I need to know.
I'm a freaky dancer for money.
All right, then, y'all. We will see y'all back here on Sunday after the fights. By then, we will have, I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Before we get out of here, it's one more fight we got to predict. We have Inoue versus MJ on Sunday morning. So when we come back here on Sunday evening, we will have that fight to discuss as well. Who y'all got in that fight, Janae?
You know, I'm going with Old Faithful. I'm never betting against Inoue. If there is a champion of champions, it is him. We have seen him tried and true. He's been tested. That chin has been tested. And he always composes himself and bounces back. Now, do I think that MJ gives him a damn good rumble? Oh, babe, I think that that's going to be the fight to watch. If there's going to be any fight that I will make sure I lay eyes on, it will be that one. MJ, you know, he's a tricky motherfucker. He done tricked and slicked his little way up into that damn position. But you know what? He got it now. So I want to see if MJ going to back up and Eddie going to back up all that shit they've been talking. But I do expect for MJ to give him a damn good fight. But I think that in a way, just he's been challenged. His chin has been challenged. He always composes himself. He adjusts, and he knows how to win. So that's who I'm picking.
All right, friend, who you got?
But anyway, y'all, short and sweet for me.
Anyway, stoppage, decision.
Stoppage.
Okay. All right. Y'all already know what time it is over here. Okay. I'm big Inoue. I'm Inoue's biggest American fan. Okay. Yeah. I know he be in there taking some to get some. I know he done touched the canvas a few times. But now in a way, I love him. He's very quiet. He's a stylish motherfucker. I love that he does different shit with his hair. I love that if you didn't know what he did for a career, you would never think he was a boxer. When he gets in that ring, he's lethal. He's a bona fide seek and destroy killer. He gets excited, in my opinion, when opposition catches him and he has to regroup and get back up and refocus. It's like, okay, you got me, but I got something else for that ass. So I'm excited in a way all day. I think, like you said, Janae, MJ gives him a decent fight, but I think he gonna beat MJ motherfucking ass just because y'all been saying he trying to avoid it. And I think he got something to prove. I think he finna whoop on MJ head, and it ain't gonna be pretty. In a way, in 5. Okay. Let's see. We have
Cassidy's, you don't need a VPN. You won't need it. It's for the free 99. You could watch Inoue fight. Or maybe he means baby, that's on Netflix. You ain't got Netflix.
Everything is free this weekend unless you don't have a Netflix account. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I read that. Not me. Thank you so much for the $5. He says the racial division this fight has sparked. The racial division that this fight has sparked is crazy. I've stayed away from the YouTube boxing community this last 2 weeks. This fight should be interesting. You know what? I don't know if I necessarily have seen that, but I visit very limited channels, so you are probably correct. I wouldn't be shocked. Scarcity says, put them pork titties on the table. Y'all ain't shit. Don't y'all entice boxing?
No, honey, this is beef only.
Lord have mercy. Oh, and Shawa, I did see your comment. So he still ain't in his right weight class. He came overweight. He was bigger than one. He came in at 157 for a 154-pound fight. Jaleel Hackett, honey, you got to get disciplined, baby. You do. It is black on black fans. Bill Russell. It's absolutely, yeah. It absolutely is. Anyway, we'll talk more about other stuff that happened this week, like because all of the boxers. I feel like all the major players and boxers that are active right now are in Vegas for this fight. A lot of them were at the underdog card, and we definitely will talk about that and the kneeling that Teofimo did. At that card last night. Anyway, we'll talk about that, and we will talk about the results from Saturday and Sunday morning. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. We'll see y'all Sunday, 7:30 Central Standard Time. Let's go, Bud. Let's go, Bud. I hope he does everything y'all think he gonna do. I really, really do. We'll see y'all Sunday. Peace.